Welcome to the Manchester Jazz Society and this little appreciation of Jimmy Giuffre. The starting point, I guess, has to be everyone's introduction to Jimmy Giuffre, The Train and the River. Now, I propose to play an alternative train and a different river. Everyone knows the memorable opening sequence of Jazz on a Summer's Day, the film of the 1958 Newport Jazz Festival. My Train and the River was broadcast 8 months earlier in December 1957 on the CBS TV special The Sound of Jazz. Among Count Basie, Billie Holiday, Henry Red Allen, and Jimmy Rushing, Giuffre was a representative of modernism. The lineup of the trio is slightly different from the celebrated Newport appearance, with bassist Jim Atlas in place of trombonist Bob Brookmeyer. Guitarist Jim Hall is the constant. So this Train and River is slightly at an earlier stage of development, but the patchwork structure and folksy content are in place, and it's nearly as charming as the movie. It gets an introduction by a CBS person, and then Jimmy himself.
In recent years, there have been some new approaches to jazz. One of the younger groups is the Jimmy Giuffre Three. However, the blues of the Jimmy Giuffre Three, while modern, go directly back to the folk origins of jazz itself. The trio in question, Jim Atlas on bass, Jim Hall on guitar, and on clarinet and saxophone, Jimmy Giuffre, who can explain much better than I can how he feels about his own music.
The feeling of the blues, it's in all of jazz, modern jazz, and ancient jazz, and what have you. It's a mixture of happiness and sadness right together somewhere. I try to let the feeling or the flow of things get the last word over the mathematical idea. A big pool of feeling. But there are three of us, three men who think alike, or at least have the same insight. So we try to keep the thing balanced. Usually in ad-libbing, you have your theme, and then each man ad-libs for a long time. Each one of them has to be prepared to play an individual part, a melody of his own. If the saxophone is playing a moving part, well, the bass has to be sensitive to play another kind of part that fits with that musically. You don't scream at them while they're whispering.
Proceed. To backtrack, Jimmy Giuffre was born in Dallas on the 26th of April, 1921, and grew up in Texas. He was introduced to the clarinet at the age of 9, and at 14 added the tenor saxophone to his armory, the better to play gigs with the high school jazz band. He graduated with a bachelor's degree in music from Texas State Teachers College in 1942 and spent time in the Army Air Force Orchestra in 1944, prior to the Dallas Symphony and the Boyd Rayburn Band in 46. After Rayburn, he played in the reed section of a short-lived band led by Gene Rowland alongside Stan Getz, Zoot Sims, and Herbie Stewart. The experience planted the germ of Four Brothers, uh, famously recorded by Woody Herman and the Herd in 1947, with a saxophone section comprising Zoot Sims, Serge Chaloff, Herbie Stewart, and Stan Getz. The tune is so strongly associated with Herman that the second Herd is known as the Four Brothers Band. Giuffre recorded the tune in 1955 on his debut album on Capitol. Solos here are by Giuffre on tenor, Jack Sheldon on tenor, and Bud Shank on alto. Bob Ennefeldsen, if I've got that right, is on trombone, and Shorty Rogers on flugelhorn. Shelly Mann, drummer, Ralph Pina, bass, and it swings like the MJQ, with whom Giuffre guested on the Modern Jazz Quartet Music In album around this same time. They shared the same mission, sort of, four brothers.
La Bomba, the new fragrance, Carolina Herrera.
Insurance feels better when you've just used Confused.com.
Giuffre and Shorty Rogers and Shelly Manne were the three on the Shelly Manne album, The Three and the two being Shelly Manne and Russ Freeman. And Abstract Number One is a completely free improvisation by Jimmy, Shorty and Shelly, and has no established melody or chord structure. I think it's very eloquent of their listening capabilities as much as their playing capabilities of the musicians. Abstract Number One was recorded as early as 1954 and sounds as fresh as yesterday. So Giuffre moved to Los Angeles around 1946, where he studied at UCLA and took private lessons from philosopher and composer Dr. Wesley Violet. Another of Violet's students was Shorty Rogers, and for a while the two were inseparable. Giuffre appears on the 1955 classic Swinging Mr. Rogers by Shorty Rogers and his Giants, and possibly appears on all the best Shorty Rogers albums, in my opinion. Anyway, from the Swinging Mr. Rogers, I've extracted Oh Play That Thing. The lineup is Curtis Counts bass, Giuffre clarinet and baritone, Pete Jolly piano, Shorty Rogers on flugelhorn, and Shelley Mann on drums.
I tried a ton of AI work tools. Then I tried Monday.com. Game over. Monday.com.
So we're in the late 50s, and the best-selling My Fair Lady by Shelley Mann has sparked a vogue for LPs of jazz covers of Broadway musicals. Presumably, the source shows were selected for artistic reasons rather than chosen at random. Andre Previn bagged West Side Story, and Shorty Rogers got Gigi. Jimmy Giuffre must have picked the short straw with The Music Man, a musical now only remembered for the brassy show tune 76 Trombones, which I would have said was far from Giuffre's natural territory. I've not encountered the album, but that's no longer a bar to listening in the age of Ask Alexa. So here, to satisfy my curiosity, is 76 Trombones by Jimmy Giuffre. 76 trombones have gone missing, but there are at least 2 baritone saxophones.
Ciao, Mama. Just calling to tell you that Nonna loved the gift.
There was a side of Giuffre during this period at least that was willing to make peace with Tin Pan Alley populism. Cool Heart, a collaboration with Anita O'Day, his co-star from Jazz on a Summer's Day, boasts popular standards with Giuffre arrangements. This is My Heart Belongs to Daddy.
With Canva Code, anything is possible. Even if you think debugging involves pest control, I just tell Canva what I need. And
While tearing up a game of golf, I may make a play for the caddy, but when I do, I don't follow through. Heart belongs to Daddy. If some good scout invites me out, dine on some fine fin and hattie, I just adore his asking for more. Heart belongs to Daddy. My heart belongs to Daddy. So I simply could not be bad. My heart belongs to Daddy. Daddy, Daddy mine. If you feel romantic, laddie, let me warn you right from the start that my heart belongs to Daddy, and my daddy belongs to my heart. My heart belongs to Daddy. Cause my heart belongs to Daddy. Yes, my heart belongs to my daddy. So I simply could not be bad. Ah, my heart belongs to Daddy. Daddy, Daddy, that's my dad. If you feel romantic like I did, let me warn you right from the start that my heart belongs to Daddy, and my daddy, yes, my daddy. Ooh, my daddy belongs to my heart.
Correction, cool heat rather than cool heart, as we can see. So my next choice, So Low, is also calculated to appeal to Middle America, being folksy and homespun, and so down home that you can imagine Jimmy tootling his clarinet and tapping his foot on some back porch rather than a studio. So Low comes from the Jimmy Giuffre clarinet, a 1956 album that signaled a move away from saxophone to clarinet, an unfashionable instrument. But then Giuffre never cared for fashion. His interest was in finding the right sound, the pleasing sound, and the quiet sound. My Funny Valentine, also from the Jimmy Giuffre clarinet, blends Jimmy's clarinet with Bob Cooper's oboe, Dave Pell's English horn, Maury German's bassoon, and Ralph Penner's bass. So this is My Funny Valentine.
When your dates are flexible, but a house
tenor saxophone gets a reprieve on the Swamp People from the Traveling Light album. The year is 1958, and the lineup is Bob Brookmeyer on trombone and Jim Hall on guitar, which means that we've caught up with the Jimmy Giuffre 3 at Newport era. The sleeve notes are instructive. The Swamp People as much for the Swamp People as much as the Train of the River. Each player should have space to express himself. I don't mean only in ad-lib passages, and accordingly, each player should have a melody to interpret. Certainly, there are times in a piece when there are subordinate lines, but I try to make all the lines equally lyrical.
I always say
So the special Giuffre interdependent interplay is exemplified by Song of the Wind, a live performance that has turned up without fanfare and minimal information on YouTube. Song of the Wind was recorded in the studio on the 1959 Verve album Seven Pieces, and I guess the live version comes from around that time. Source unknown. Bassist Red Mitchell is substituted by Wilfred Middlebrooks, but Jim Hall remains loyal on guitar. I love it because Giuffre's clarinet is so free. See if we get an ad.
When life gives you
piece now. It's entitled Song of the Wind.
Thanks. And that's a foretaste of the total lyrical freedom to come in part 2. We're still in the 50s and Giuffre is on a roll. I have no evidence that he was ever a practitioner of Zen Buddhism, but the music projects tranquility and a vibe that is conducive to Satori, that awareness of the unity of the self and the universe, known in jazz argot as hip. It helps when your bassist is Ray Brown and your guitarist is Jim Hall. This is The Easy Way from the album of the same name. Lee Konitz was a fellow maverick, similarly light in tone, reflective by nature, and faithful to a personal vision. A summit was convened, and the result was the 1959 Verve album, Lee Konitz meets Jimmy Giuffre. The traditional sax section instrumentation is utilized. Two altos, Lee Konitz and Hal McCusick, two tenors, Warren Marsh and Ted Brown, and a baritone played by Giuffre. Buddy Clark is the bassist and Ronnie Free the drummer, and let's please not forget Bill Evans on piano. The arrangements lean on the contrapuntal side, and everyone is on top form. I couldn't decide between Palo Alto and Moonlight in Vermont, so I've opted to play both. Ironically, the featured soloist on both tracks is Warren Marsh and not Lee Konitz.
La Bomba, the new fragrance, Carolina Herrera.
With Vinted's new electronics category, you can earn with no selling fees, again and again.
Sell pre-owned electronics today. Don't use it, sell it.
We're now up to 1961, and Giuffre, focusing exclusively on clarinet, has recruited pianist Paul Bley and bassist Steve Swallow for a new lineup of the Jimmy Giuffre 3. The group went into the studio twice that year with producer Creed Taylor. Now, Creed Taylor went on to found the CTI label, specialists in high-end, verging on middle-of-the-road jazz. But Fusion and Thesis, the albums that emerged from the Creed Taylor sessions, were searching and rigorous. With hindsight, we can see they were amazingly prescient in the way they predicted the sensibility of ECM records. Certainly, Manfred Eicher in Germany was an enthusiast, and much later, as the plenipotentiary of ECM, he signed off a repackage of Fusion and Thesis as a double CD called 1961, the only reissue in the history of ECM. So let's have a listen to something from Fusion stroke 1961. This is Jesu Maria, written by Carla Bley, who served as a composer and muse before she became known as a band leader, arranger, and pianist. cool impersonality and rigor of Giuffre's chamber jazz was often characterized as European, with the implied criticism too European. Oh, hang on. You missed me wiggling my fingers doing inverted commas there. Whatever, it seemed a logical development to actually take the music to Europe. Apparently, it was Carla Bley's first trip abroad. Thus, the loss of Middle America was compensated by the gaining of France, where audiences responded to a musical language that encompassed national hero Olivier Messiaen. This is surely what the fusion of the title of the second album of 1961 is all about. This is Flight from the Same. Oh, I've lost flight, haven't I? What happened there? Shall I press on? I think the absence of the ad threw me, and I think in my panic, I X'd the whole thing out. Sorry. I've got something equally rigorous coming up. The transcription of a clarinet study, Past Mistakes, underlines the classical affinity. Past Mistakes was an outtake from Free Fall, a third LP with Paul Bley and Steve Swallow, which surfaced as a bonus track on the 1999 CD reissue. The meticulous transcription is the work of Anthony Chung, who has a site on YouTube. I've tried following it several times and consistently lag a few bars behind. See how you get on. I'll begin at the beginning. A later version of the Jimmy Giuffre 3 contained Don Friedman and Bar Phillips in place of Paul Bley and Steve Swallow. By 1972, he had added or reintroduced soprano sax and flutes to his all-round reedmanship, and the trio consisted of Kiyoshi Tokunaga bass and Randy Kay percussion. This lineup recorded an album with the intriguing title Music for People, Birds, Butterflies and Mosquitoes, released on the Choice label. The mosquito bit of the title is covered by Mosquito Dance. Possibly Mosquito Dance was too Eastern, compounding the crime of being too European. Whatever, by the late 70s, we are deep into the wilderness years, and Giuffre, of course, was playing better than ever. Paul Bley now re-enters the frame, an interesting figure Bley played with and recorded Ornette Coleman before Ornette made his official debut with the Something Else album. And in 1978, he organized the IAI Festival at the Great American Music Hall in San Francisco, inviting his old compadre Giuffre to a reunion with Lee Konitz and adding guitarist Bill Connors to the bill. He recorded the proceedings and released the results on his own AAI label. The initials stand for Improvising Artists Incorporated. The following improvisation was retrospectively named Enter Ivory and comprises of a duet between Giuffre and Paul Bley, with Giuffre on soprano saxophone and latterly flute. So, reunion tour of a classic Jimmy Giuffre 3 with Paul Bley and Steve Swallow came to Manchester Royal Northern College of Music in 1992. Don Pullen was support. I was there with my mate Cliff, but all I retain of the evening is a vague, positive glow. Cliff is just the same. And when I announced this recital on Facebook this morning, I got this comment from Richard Scott, a free improviser now resident in Berlin. Positive glow indeed, Mike. I'm a big Giuffre fan of all his eras. For me, that RNCM concert was one of the most memorable gigs in my life. Magical, transparent, and spontaneous, to a point that it wasn't clear whether they were playing a tune or free improvising a lot of the time. Not that it mattered. I made a rare venture backstage afterwards, and Paul Bley was very sweet, beaming with positivity and just wanting to talk about how great Jimmy Giuffre was. I've uncovered a live recording of the Queen Elizabeth Hall date on the same tour, which brings it all back. As Richard says, the trio felt sufficiently loose to cover standards, which they didn't do back in 1961. So this is my closer, Goodbye, the very haunting suicide song, possibly best remembered in Billie Holiday's account. Don't mind the hum on the recording. So Jimmy Giuffre passed on the 24th of April 2008. His was an exemplary jazz life, I would say, characterized by integrity and a commitment to the aesthetic benefits of quietness. The risk of being quiet, of course, is that no one listens. And now I remember, before he commenced playing at RNCM, he dropped the remark, "Let's see what we shall discover." It confirmed what I hoped to have showed in this recital. Jimmy Giuffre was an inquisitive explorer all his life. Quietness doesn't preclude greatness and may even be a precondition. Thank you.